everybody, I'm here today to show you how to control your speed at uncontrolled intersections. In this video, I'll be going over the basics of a driving lesson for controlling your speed when you are approaching and dealing with uncontrolled intersections. Now, we're going to start off with what is an uncontrolled intersection. So an uncontrolled intersection is literally what it sounds like. It's an intersection that there's no control over, essentially. Basically, it's an intersection that has no traffic signs, no traffic signal lights, pretty much nothing at all. So for instance, in a parking lot, if you are approaching an intersection in a parking lot, there are no lines, no traffic signs, no traffic lights, nothing at all. That is an uncontrolled intersection. There are some examples on roadways as well, alleyways behind houses and so forth. So I'm going to tell you how to control your speed and manage your speed at these uncontrolled intersections. So first and foremost, reduce your speed. And I'll demonstrate momentarily, okay? I have what we're going to imagine to be an uncontrolled intersection nearby. I'm going to go to it and demonstrate it, but I want to tell you first, reduce your speed. What you don't want to do is just, you're cruising at, 30 kilometers an hour, and you keep cruising at 30 kilometers an hour through that uncontrolled intersection. What can happen is this: you're going 30, they're going 30, accidents happen like that. So to avoid an accident, reduce your speed. Start slowing down. There are no lines, no signs, no lights to tell you to do that. So you have to use your common sense. So reduce your speed. The next thing is be prepared to stop. While you're reducing your speed, you're going to ease off the gas pedal. You might want to have your foot ready to brake if need be, because you might have to stop, depending on the situation. Okay? Now, you have to adjust your speed according to visibility and road conditions. If you have great visibility, you can just reduce your speed a little bit, going from 30 to 25 to 20, let's say. But if there's a big bush and a big tree and it's snowing or raining, sun's shining in your eyes, you have to really slow down. I mean, like slow down to even 5 or 10 kilometers an hour. Even come to a complete stop, even if there's no one else there, just to be sure. You don't want to proceed unless you know that you can do so safely. Now, if you're alone, if you're the only driver in that uncontrolled intersection, then you're going to reduce your speed according to the visibility and road conditions. Be prepared to stop, but you're going to proceed through the uncontrolled intersection because there's no one else there. But if there is someone else there, then you have to yield the right of way. Now, there are many rules for yielding the right of way, and you can really go in depth, but as a rule of thumb, you're going to be yielding to the person to the right of you. That's like a basic rule. And then it can get more complex, but you're going to be yielding to the person to the right of you. If I was approaching an uncontrolled intersection and there was a person on my right side, well, guess what? I come to a complete stop and I let them proceed. In the same token, if I was approaching an intersection with someone else and I was to their right side, so they're on my left, I'm to their right, and we're the only two people, they should be yielding to me. There are more complex rules, but that's basically a rule of thumb. Okay, now let's go and demonstrate what to do when you're approaching an uncontrolled intersection. I'm going to actually turn the vehicle around because behind me in the opposite direction, there's a road that only has stop signs in the other directions, but we're going to imagine that there are no stop signs. So where I'm driving, in the direction that I'll be driving, there aren't any stop signs, but on the adjacent roadways there are, but we're going to imagine that there aren't any stop signs. And I'm going to tell you what to do as if this was an uncontrolled intersection. We're approaching the uncontrolled intersection. I'm going to go straight at first. So what I'm doing now, I'm approaching it, I'm easing off the gas, and I'm looking both directions, okay? Just like that. And I'm proceeding because there was no one else there. So I slowed down. Perfectly beautiful day today. I didn't have to adjust according to the road conditions or the weather conditions, just according to the intersection. So I slowed the car down. I kept looking both ways, and I was the only car there, so I proceeded. Very simple. And I was going straight. Now what I'm going to do, if this person decides not to hit me because they almost drove into my car, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to approach that same intersection, but I am instead going to make a left-hand turn. Okay? So I'm going to make a left-hand turn. So we're driving, we're approaching the uncontrolled intersection. It's just further up ahead. I'm going to pick up a little bit of speed, so I have to slow down significantly. Now, I'm going to slow down. I'm approaching that uncontrolled intersection. I'm putting my signal on, doing all of my checks. And actually there's a person oncoming, so I'm yielding the right of way to them, checking my signal, checking my blind spot, my mirrors, and I made the turn. I made the left turn. I slowed down, and when I was turning, I followed the same protocol that I would always follow to make a turn, okay? I signaled, I checked my mirrors, and I checked my blind spot, and I proceeded only when I had the right of way, and I proceeded with caution. So with that being said, that's what I did with the uncontrolled intersection to make a turn. So in this video, I've shown you how to control your speed in an uncontrolled intersection. You want to reduce your speed. Primary thing, always reduce your speed. I don't care if you know that you're the only one there, reduce your speed. Because even if you know, you don't actually know that you're the only one there. You might be mistaken, you might be wrong. So just reduce your speed, okay? Be prepared to stop, which is also, hand in hand with reducing your speed, and adjust your speed according to road and visibility conditions. So if you can't see much, if the roadways are wet, then adjust your speed even more so, right? Reduce your speed even more so and yield the right of way. Follow the rules for the right of way. And that's it. And I've also gone over what are uncontrolled intersections. If you liked the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great car and driving videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.